They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it
now I'm gonna play the Chiefs now. Watch it.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh!
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
But he fast. Seriously? Oh, that's what's it, man? Christian. No, it's not Curry. No, I hate those games.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley.
Let's go. Touchdown. First play. Let's go.
Cardinals.
First play. Let's go.
Conley, 78 yards.
Let's go.
And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Let's go.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
First play, let's go.
Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
I run that first play every game. Nobody catches on.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First play, every game. Yeah, touchdown.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Nope.
Flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Nope, I don't want the hold. We taking that fat.
Now they face a 2nd and
And
long
they can hear me
following
talking,
the
but I
holding
gotta
penalty.
know they can hear me. And I ain't playing, nigga.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And Hassan Reddick got knocked down, got back up, and got the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep.
Yeah.
Cravon LeBlanc with a pick.
Oh, he stepped out.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
J-Man, sit down.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
That's not cool.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Let's go.
David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Yep, we're bringing all the pressure. Let's go. Get up. Let's go. 21-0. Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Let's go.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes to throw on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
He got me with the toy at the same. He ran it twice already.
On first down, Mahomes.
No, but that's the only play that's been working.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good scheme going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Escaping the pressure right.
Give me that.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Dumped out at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem as DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going deep for Moncrief. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dante Moncrief. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, fumble. Did we get the... Let's go.
They will take over at the 26-yard line.
Fumble on the kickoff. Let's go.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Maybe wrong person.
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
He was wide open, bro. I threw to the wrong person. That was so, oh my God.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Again? Yep. God damn, this nigga love this play. Oh, no, he's not doing it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Yeah, I hate that one stuck in the season.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is a screen to Abdullah. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Give me that. User. Let's go.
Intercepted.
Picked
off down
watch
near the
that.
5.
Go rewatch that. Woo! Give me that user.
The Red Sea parts, and there he
Give me
goes.
that user.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, past the 20. Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Detroit! Detroit!
I hope he...
Now Jackson on second down.
What is he thinking? This nigga not... He ain't
Touchdown
playing,
Cardinals.
This nigga gotta be playing.
Chris Conley, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. At one.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Bad, but that nigga did some shit and had me like,
They go play fake. Mahomes going up top. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Come here. No. Stay in there.
The first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jackson. stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I like it. I like it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals add on. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing right, and that's complete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's crazy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marsh. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
To the house.
Buda Baker with a pick.
Let's go. This big-ass lion in here.
There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals
55,
touchdown.
14? Yeah.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now here's Mahomes. A quick hitter complete. It's Marsh. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, let's
my
go.
Goodness, another interception.
Defense.
Picked off near the 29.
What's up? What's up?
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. The Conley's got it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Whatever.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's got Moncrief. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
What's his height?
Accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. To throw is Jackson. Screen play, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Great
Loss
A
of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Chiefs and tackles.
And Jackson throwing once more. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now 15 out of 17
nice.
through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Now a handoff. Johnson.
I said he's going to be nice. Watch.
To the 29-yard line.
Could have gave it to me.
Put him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson now.
Get up there. Oh.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
No, he's not doing it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Damn, this nigga love the PA shot.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And the hit jarred loose.
Hey, you remember that safety you told me to pick up in
even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense.
Nice.
Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing
that
receivers
nice.
as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, he gave me a pick this one. He almost gave me another one right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Oh, I know exactly what play you're doing. You're not getting it. Play action.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Mahomes.
Let's go.
Pressure gets
Go
him back at the
Wise.
14. Dietrich
56,
Wise
14.
Jr. with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I'm telling you, you're going to see a shot again.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that's caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nifty move.
All the way. Let's go.
And he's got room.
Let's go.
And nothing but
kickoff return. Let's go.
Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6.
Trying to get that 70 piece back for the home.
Continue to pour it on. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Over the middle, complete. That's low. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic. Well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Let's go get that.
Mahomes hit.
Probably get the 70 piece for the home.
And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Nice move.
In for the score. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Put up 70
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
What's his speed in there?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
Under pressure, they got him again.
I don't know.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see
you didn't have a lot of running
Hands
backs
on
on your
hips,
draft board.
heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. In trouble, the ball's out. It's
Ray going better on PJ Masks.
And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
Move, score his man.
So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's low. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, Mahomes. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and Unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards.
Aye.
He scored so many times and had so many great runs.
Y'all.
I knew every note to their school's fight song.
That ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
11 yards for number 11.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Manning. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see you in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk.